Remember that ancient Greek dude Oedipus who gouged out his own eyes after accidentally sleeping with his mom? Well, fast forward 2,500 years and meet Robert Keller. We don't know if he slept with his mom, but he did gouge out his own eyes. But why'd he do it? Well, that's the part nobody seems to know for sure. On the night of October 14, 2024, Georgia deputies received calls about a man lying in the middle of the road, covered in blood and waving his arms for help. When deputies arrived, they found Bruce Dupree with his throat slashed in, quote, a disfiguring way. Bruce was an animal lover who volunteered at his local shelter and helped hurricane victims in this community. Despite the efforts of paramedics, Bruce died at the scene. Officers soon zeroed in on the prime suspect, our modern-day Oedipus, Robert Keller.
Somebody get a cave.
The hitchhiker Bruce had picked up earlier that night.
Man, can I have some water and smoke a cigarette?
Please, man. Get in the car. Can I have some water, man?
Watch out, man.
Move your leg.
I'm not gonna say it again. Move your legs, bro.
Move your damn leg.
Some rain. Dumbass.
At first, officers weren't entirely sure they had the right guy, because the suspect in their photo had on a blue hoodie.
Hey, look at me.
Where are you from?
My mama.
Where do you live at?
I don't have a house.
Where you mama live at?
She's on the road.
On the road?
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
My mama, about 30 years ago.
Okay, well, I understand it, but where are you coming physically? Like, where are you traveling from?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You don't remember who you rode with, a car or anything like that?
Oh, can I have some water?
Yeah, here in a minute. Yeah, he got fish, yeah.
Yeah. I guess it'd just be the way the picture be taken.
Yeah, but that's his, that right there, when you look at that right there from that part right there, that's him.
They eventually confirmed that Keller was indeed the hitchhiker who had been in Bruce's car that night.
He said, I didn't mean to do it, I wasn't in my right mind. Hey, man, come on out.
Can I smoke a cigarette?
No.
Don't make me turn into Hulk on you, fellas. Hey, bro, I'm just kidding, man.
Get in there. Come on. Man, you can't push me up in here. We ain't pushing. We're trying to guide you.
I'm not insane.
Come back to me. I don't think you're insane. Come on.
What you hear?
Some water.
Once Keller was in custody, investigators tried to get his side of the story. But when deputies questioned him about what happened, Keller claimed he couldn't remember the events surrounding the murder. He blamed his forgetfulness on all the meth he'd been doing.
After this, can I have some water, please?
Give me just a minute, okay?
Y'all been telling me that, telling me that. Can I have the chair, man? I won't get back here. You guys been filling my head with a bunch of junk. Please don't lie to me. I don't lie to you. I don't work in the jail. What do you mean you don't work in the jail? I'm not a sheriff. Actually, I'm investigator. You're still in here now, ain't you? Does that mean you gotta lie to me? You feed it to me straight, man.
The case would eventually hinge on what happened inside Bruce's car after he picked up Robert. The defense alleged that a third unidentified person may have been in the car and involved in the attack.
I still feel like I'm coming down from drugs, man. I hate it.
What kind of drugs are you
More meth. My goodness. I remember that's all I remember doing was some meth.
Okay.
Man, I just want some rest before anything else is said, please.
Okay.
Let me just ask you a couple of basic questions. Where do you live?
I'm on the streets.
On the street?
Yep.
You don't have a home
As far
address?
as that right now, man, please can I just go to sleep? I've been trying to have some good sleep and rest.
Well,
My feet are swollen and black. I'm gonna please just kind of have a shower and somewhere to sleep right now.
Well,
I'd be more willing to talk then.
okay. Let me just ask you, I understand that you've been staying on the streets. Where on the streets? I mean,
Wherever I can find
I
that.
know, but give me a city. Where were you last at?
That's why I had to ask him, man. I asked him a little bit ago, where am I, man? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I did some drugs like that meth and I just got lost in my head, dude.
But what town where you
I
last
don't remember.
that you know?
I don't remember. Here's some meth one day. Everything got foggy. It's weird.
Do you have a next of kin or relative?
I don't have nobody I can call or anything. So can I please I get some sleep now?
All right.
And I never have a shower.
Well, here's what we're gonna do.
I've been so spacey, man. I haven't had no sleep. I'm feeling better. Feeling better. Anything about a cigarette?
Yeah, we're gonna work on that in just a second, okay?
Tell me these things.
I understand that there was an altercation. You made mention of it the other night. Do you remember that another night when you rang?
So you gonna be willing to talk to us? That's why we have to read this to you, because would you like to talk to us, Keller? You know, you mentioned yesterday when we were here that you wanted to get you a good night's rest and.
You mentioned I'd have a shower and a cigarette too, but look at it. I'm still sitting here bathless.
Okay,
No
we're gonna work on getting
I
you
done
a
told you I do
shower.
not consent. What I mean,
You did not consent to what? Yeah, I got cigarettes right here, but I mean, that's why we came over here this morning.
But you're bribing me, and
Bribing?
before now, I wasn't even read my rights before I even come
Because we haven't asked you any questions. We read people rights when they are in custody and we ask questions. And we're here to ask questions today. And so we were going to go out here in the Sally Port and let you smoke. But while we were out there, we may be chatting about some things. That's why your rights are read to you today. Nobody else has asked you any questions about anything. So that's the law.
Well, let's go outside and talk about it then, please. Can I just want some cigarettes?
And that's fine. But you have to agree that you understand your rights and you're willing to have conversation. And nobody's bribing you about anything.
You mentioned yesterday you wanted a Coke. Got your Coke. Want a
Shit's
cigarette?
so bad for you. I shouldn't even be drinking it.
It is.
I'm drinking a Coke too, dude.
You said you want a cigarette? I mean, we're not bribing you with anything. You request.
When you watch these shows, this is what they get, and I feel like, I ought to partake too.
Yeah.
And when you go to the interview room, you get your last few amenities.
Hey, I got 2 cigarettes right here. We came over here and
What kind of cigarettes?
I don't know what kind they are. What the hell does it matter if you smoke?
If it's menthol or not.
I think it's Newport.
Oh, well.
So, I mean, it's not.
See, look at you smiling, man.
That's a menthol. Or like glass going down. You know that.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to quit, man. I'm trying to do a lot better, but...
Well, we understand that, but, I mean, we're trying to be cordial. You're a person, we're a person. Nobody's any better than anybody else. That's why we're trying to...
What's in that folder?
Another thing a Miranda wanted and a blank piece of paper.
I'm trying to be cordial too, man. I just finished shower for like 4 days. My hand is rotting. Looks like the nurse, whatever he was, told me. He's like, man, I'll help you whenever you calm down. I had calmed down. They was lying to me, man. That's why I don't know. I don't want to talk because I don't know who to trust. I feel like it's just me in this whole world, man. Like,
I don't know. They looked at it and said that it was not life-threatening. As for the shower comes when we get done talking. I'm the captain of our investigation division, investigator Sim.
what's the investigation about?
Sim is to find out you got a cut on your hand and you got some blood on you, and we're like, what in the world's going on with this guy? Where is he from? You said you had an altercation with someone. And we're trying to find out who you had an altercation with and where they are, what's going on, and, So, are you going to be able to help put the pieces of the puzzle together? Or do you want us to just do it on our own?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court of law. If you understand it, your rights as I read them to you, if you'll initial my 1 through 5 right here.
I'm gonna fire one of these up. I'm not contributing to your bad habit. I went up furnished you with 2 coats and now I'm giving you a cigarette. I mean, hey.
Hey, we all got a poison those guys.
See, my man here is not smoking anymore, so don't let him catch that smoke.
No, I got stand here to smell
Because then he's gonna want me to give him.
No, you stay right there because I want to smell it. I got fat when I start to quit smoking.
I'm not good at that TC.
Lightheaded, but I just didn't know what you prefer to be called.
I don't even know I have it anymore, man. Robert is my grandfather's name. Robert can't live up to that name. I cannot live up to that name. Yeah. So I don't want to do like that.
So you go by Brandon? Okay. Well, if you prefer Brandon, we'd rather call you by what you prefer.
I mean, that is the little boy inside me, so I guess yeah.
Okay. All right, let's walk back in here. Why don't you start where the deputies took you into custody there on the highway and just back up a little bit. You told us a little bit about where did you encounter somebody and who was
I
it?
don't remember, man. I smoked meth with that dude, and then my mind was just gone, dude. I don't remember really anything. I remember cutting my hand, and that's it.
What'd you cut your hand on?
A bicycle.
A bicycle?
I was riding a bicycle, and then my mind is just like,
What happened to the bicycle?
the chain popped off of it. Seen a motorcycle that looked like a police motorcycle and took off running. And then there goes sheriff's truck over in the parking lot beside it, so that's why I took off running.
What made you decide to run?
I've had a bad history with police that can't tell.
What triggered you to run?
I got a warrant back in North Carolina.
That's the only reason why you ran?
Yeah.
When they took you into custody, do you remember anything about that?
No. I remember riding in the car and making noises. Like the whole time I just was trying to figure out why I was in a cop car.
I think that's when you told one of them where you said something about, is the guy okay that I had an encounter with? And that's what we're trying to figure out. Who did you have an encounter with?
I've seen so many people, man.
Did you get in a fight with somebody? I mean, you're saying is the guy okay? Did you get in a fight with somebody? And I'm asking because you got your hands cut, whatever, and you know you said you did that on a bicycle, but I'm just trying to find out who was this you got in the encounter with.
The drugs, man, really made my mind boggled.
Yeah.
Would you typically, when you would walk, would you typically accept rides from anybody
Not just anybody, no.
not just anybody?
No.
How would you gauge on who to get rides from?
I sense energy, and I've just seen so many people. Not many people would stop to pick me up.
Right.
Did you get a ride from Pooler with anybody?
See, the meth, man, I was thinking so fast and thinking so much, I don't remember shit, man. God, I was 6 months clean off of drugs, man. I feel so dumb for even doing it.
You said you smoked meth with that dude. Who you talking about?
One of the guys that I was working with had some.
Our deputies arrested you Monday night.
I think it was the night before, because I had been up for a couple of days. That's why I don't remember shit.
Right.
I gotta take a shit, man. Can I take a shit and shower, please, and just lay back down?
Let's ask you a few more questions, and because I think I'm watching you, and you think if you sit there a minute, I think you're trying to remember and help us out.
My mind is jumbled, man.
Let me ask you this: you had gone into another convenience store and bought a drink or something. And the reason we know that is because the clerk from there called and said that there was a fella buying a drink and he had blood on his hands. And when you gave him the money had blood on it. And so we were trying to find out who that was because we didn't know exactly what had happened to that person, being you, and didn't know what the injuries were and how you sustained them and how you got them and all that. So do you remember going into that store and buying a drink and then walking across? You don't remember that? How did you get to that store? You walked there?
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can help you here. We had a person that drove up to that store and said that they saw a guy walking that had just gotten out of a car. And they said the guy had on a blue shirt. And so the guy in the store, you, had on a blue shirt. So our deputies went down the road a little piece to see if they could find a car, and they found a car that apparently you got out of because there was blood in the car, there's blood on your hands. So we're trying to find out where you got the car from.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the picture they showed us at the store, and that's you. And they showed us that picture, and they said, this is the guy who got out of the car and came up here and bought a drink. And that's the clerk had conversation with you about the shop. That's you. And so I'm trying to find out about the car, where you got it from. You remember driving the car?
No. All I remember is walking, man. All I remember was walking.
But you don't remember the driving?
After I hit the meth, man, I felt possessed. Possessed. And that's all I remember. And it was like my mind was just racing. That's all I remember.
We can establish where you were before, you remember that, and you remember what happened right before we arrested you. We're just trying to fill that gap.
Blacked out.
What would make you do that?
The drugs.
How long would it typically last?
I really got the shit.
A hit of meth.
Sir,
How long would a hit of meth last you?
I don't know. I smoked a lot. I kept hitting it. That's all I remember. I felt so stupid for doing it because I had just gotten 6 months chip at an AA meeting. Can I take a shit in the shower, please? Lie down. I'm done talking, man. I'm done talking. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. When you get a shower and all that, and maybe try to think about some stuff, will you talk back with us? Will you consider talking back with us after that?
I could try to think about it, yeah. I just really want to shit and take a shower, man.
Let me ask you again. This was a little grayish kind of a vehicle that the people saw you get out of and walk to the store.
I don't remember driving no car.
Don't remember it
I
all.
don't remember driving no car.
He showed you that.
Just walking.
Well, he showed you
All I
that.
remember is walking.
I understand. He showed you that picture of yourself in the store. Did you recognize that being you?
Yeah. I remember wearing my black clothes. That was it.
Right. Well, you had a black t-shirt on underneath that, but that's my question. You looked at that picture, but you don't remember that being you?
Yeah.
Because that's the clerk that called us and said that you were in the store with blood on
I'm
your
talking, man. I'm done talking. Now, please just go shit and shower.
Okay. Well, appreciate you talking with us about this. We're trying to help you. Would you be, do you want us to try to see if we can find your mom's phone number and at least tell her that you're okay?
Don't worry about it. She knows I'm okay.
Oh, yeah? Can you give us her name and phone number?
Okay. I don't even know it.
Can you give us her name?
I think it's not hard to find if y'all already know everything about me.
I mean, your mom's always going to be your mom. And...
We don't even really talk like that.
All right, well, sit tight.
What Keller did after his arrest would make an already disturbing case even more bizarre. While in custody, Robert Keller removed both of his own eyes and bit off part of his tongue. But why? Was he genuinely insane? Or was Keller trying to game the system and get an insanity defense? Or is he truly a modern Oedipus who just found out that his hot conjugal date was actually his mom? Well, Robert's attorneys argued that he was insane at the time of the murder and not fit to stand trial. But after an evaluation, 2 state-employed psychologists reached a very different conclusion. Dr. Jeremy Gay testified that Keller was not suffering from a delusional compulsion when the alleged murder occurred and was capable of distinguishing right from wrong. Dr. Daniel Foss also found Keller competent to stand trial. He testified that Keller did not show signs of schizophrenia or bipolar disorder at the time of his evaluation. Foss believed Keller's extreme self-harm may have been motivated by guilt or shame. And according to testimony from jail officers, Keller himself reportedly said he wasn't mentally ill and had only claimed to hear voices simply to, quote, cover his ass.
I'm a fine opinion. I'm here about special reputation and appearance of the UCC Robert Brandon and Lewis. I would like to really trust to tell the truth, but this is not a setting in which I trust to do so.
In February 2026, a judge ruled that Keller was competent to stand trial. The murder case finally went before a jury in June. The prosecution argued that Keller had killed Bruce after Bruce gave him a ride, while the defense argued that another person may have been involved and challenged gaps in the state's evidence. The jury ultimately rejected that defense. In July 2026, Robert Brandon Keller was found guilty on all 10 counts against him, including murder, aggravated assault, armed robbery, and hijacking a motor vehicle. He was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus 25 years to serve.